Alright, let's continue with our quest. Is it gonna be another 2 hours? Am I gonna explode? Alright, Awakening! Dante's Awakening. No, sorry, different franchise. Alright, Night Unending.
Why are you staring off into space? Mission's over. But hide the blood on your sleeve before heading inside. Since you're a grown-up now, I won't cover for you this time.
No, stay where you are, Caleb! I hate this fucking explosion effect. Ah! I open my eyes only to be greeted by warm sunlight on my face. It casts a dazzling, hazy halo. As my vision slowly clears, all I see is a snow-white ceiling above. It was all just a dream. I sigh, rubbing my pounding temples. I feel drained, my body heavy. Last night, I was supposed to act like I was sleeping, but somehow I got dizzy and actually slept. Random thoughts raced through my mind, and I grabbed my phone. The screen shows I had missed many calls. All of them are from Shane. Yikes.
The hospital can't reach his guardians, which could be a problem. I'll have everything arranged by tomorrow night at the latest.
Then I'll bring Kevy to you at that time. Oh, Kevy! I dial his number, but the call never connects. I put on my slippers and rush to the door while texting Shane. As I open the door, a barrage of loud news alerts burst forth as morning sunlight casts a gentle glow on the floor. I change and run into the living room, only to smack right into a solid chest.
You're awake?
Caleb's emerged from the bathroom, steam is still coming off his body. I hold my phone and step back, meeting his surprised gaze. I feel my heart pounding in my chest. When did you get back?
Around the crack of dawn.
He casually dries his hair with a towel, then walks to the dining table. He grabs a piece of toast.
Why are you in a rush to leave?
I come to my senses, scrambling for a decent excuse. Something came up. I won't be back in time for lunch.
Need a ride?
No, I'll be back before sunset. What? I freeze, staring somewhat incredulously at the screen in the middle of the living room. That missing kid has been found?
Yep.
He takes a bite of his toast. As he approaches me, he places one hand on the back of the couch, his eyes looking over the news.
During last night's operation, they found him in a small garden, not far from the blockade. Oh, and he was holding a fragment of what appeared to be an ether core. He's okay, and the fleet's currently holding onto that shard. If you're really worried, I'll keep a closer eye on his medical updates for you.
I see. Technically speaking, I should have felt relieved that Caleb found him. But there's this weird tension in the air still, weighing down on my heart like a dark cloud. Once Kevy's condition stabilizes, they should allow visitors, right? I want to see him.
Sure thing, Pipsqueak. Why the long face?
Caleb used to be against me getting involved in anything related to the explosion, yet he's suddenly cool with it. If this whole thing really was just an accident, a series of coincidences, then I should feel okay about it. I'm worried about him. The question I still want to ask remains in my mouth. I take a deep breath to calm myself and notice a faint scent of something metallic. I almost drowned out by the fragrance of his shower gel. It reminds me of blood. I grab his hand. Did you get into a fight during last night's cleanup? Are you hurt anywhere?
I'm A-okay.
I thoroughly check his hands to ensure there are no injuries.
Really, I'm fine. But
All of a sudden, a cold hand touches my forehead.
looks like your fever's gone.
I had a fever?
Yeah. As soon as I got back, I heard you calling out to me in your sleep. So I figured I'd make sure you were doing okay. Was it a nightmare or something?
It's nothing. Maybe it's because I've been pushing myself too hard lately, or maybe it was a nightmare from this morning. Either way, I feel anxious. I glance at Caleb, who's grabbing a jacket. He nudges my shoulder to direct me elsewhere.
Why don't you wash up first? I didn't get a chance to take you somewhere yesterday. Do you want to go out today?
I hesitate, and before I can nod, his phone vibrates.
It's me. What happened? What's going on?
The voice on the other end of the call wipes the smile off Caleb's face. His brows furrow.
All right.
What's wrong?
Mia passed away.
In that moment, silence extends and wraps around my ears. Sunlight hits the ground, but its chill creeps up like vines and steals my breath. Still fucking... I'm still appalled, right? I know the story. I'm still appalled that they actually off a kid off screen. Like, even if it's not on screen, a kid's death is still a kid's death. That's kind of crazy. Funeral. Let's go. Bro, even in horror movies, usually they don't kill off a kid, alright? According to the documents I read, Mia went into septic shock because of her burns. They couldn't save her. Sen examined Mia's emergency treatment records, which perfectly matched the fleet's public statement. The medical records are too thorough. It's almost as if they're hiding something. Besides, no one actually witnessed Mia's death. After the academic conference ended, Sen retrieved a classified file and departed with the medical team. He took these mysteries with him. And once he confirmed my safety, he didn't ask any more questions. As for KV, whoever went to such lengths to find him clearly wants him alive. For now, at least. Don't be too hard on yourself. But the story doesn't end there. The remains of the siblings' parents were found aboard the small vessel Joseph has taken, which further proves his involvement. The First Space Fleet stepped in to address public concerns and quickly arranged an adoptive family for KV. Everything progressed at an unnaturally rapid pace. Their flawless response is too perfect. It was like watching a chess game where every move had been planned in advance.
Explosion incident a result of the fleet's negligence. Has the fleet taken any steps to reflect on its actions? Full-scale lockdown past approaching. Are there any new protocols in place?
Beyond the barricade tape, reporters and photographers with cameras of all sizes gather together, yet is eerily calm in front of Mia's grave. When the funeral ends, the crowd disperses. KV stands alone by the tombstone, fiddling with a black armband that continues to slide down. His face is smooth and boyish. There are neither crystals nor grief. KV, are you okay?
Miss?
He looks up at me, studying my expression before revealing a smile.
Yeah, the professor has been very nice. I'm moving to a new place soon.
The professor? Is he the one who adopted KV? I'm sorry, I planned to show up that night, but if I had found you sooner...
It's okay. The fleet found me in the end.
He speaks before I can continue, his expression almost devoid of emotion. He's composed. But I thought you said you didn't want to go with the fleet? Something's still off. Kevi managed to Kevi managed to avoid being detected even when they did thorough researches. The fleet didn't find him right until...
Don't worry, miss. I'll be okay in my new home. I'll miss my sister.
He speaks as if he's stating a fact. And why would a person be sad about something that already became a fact? It's as if I'm the one who is not quite ready to face reality yet. I push down the sadness bubbling inside me and give him Lucia, who's been cleaned. Here's the plushie Mia left behind. It should stay with its owner. Kevi frowns. He glances at a photo on a tombstone, surrounded by flowers and toys, as if trying to figure out who the person is.
I don't like toys. But because it's from you, I'll take it.
The confusion in his eyes only lasts a moment. When he looks up again, he has a serene smile on his face. Ah. After Kevi heads off with his new family, I stay where I am and then I hear a familiar voice behind me. Caleb tips his hat and sets down a fresh bouquet by Mia's grave.
I'm sorry. Some fleet business got in the way.
It's okay. As your adjutant, it's normal for me to represent you when needed. For a long time, we stand there, suddenly observing the bright smile on the tombstone.
How's Kevi doing?
He's doing almost too great to be true.
Maybe the kid's just putting up a front. So, he hasn't really come to terms with his family and sister being gone from this world.
That can't be right. The doubt echoing in my mind almost escapes my lips. I slowly close my eyes to calm down. In less than 2 days, Kevi's condition completely changed from what I saw that night. This must be the fleet's doing. It seems an unseen force pushed for the rapid completion of Mia's funeral and Kevi's adoption. Does this mean Caleb knows what's really going on? Many adults struggle with tragedies such as these. I can only imagine what it's like for a child. Picking up on what I'm saying, Caleb gives me a... God, wait, hold up. Oh, my brain. Picking up on what I'm saying, Caleb gives my shoulder a comforting squeeze. He looks like he wants to say more, but he just lowers his head. There's a bit of sadness in his eyes.
Don't be too disheartened.
Okay. Ever since the explosion, everything has been wrapped up too well. The wind pushes one of the toys near the tombstone. It rolls and stops at my feet. Caleb bends down to pick it up. He dusts it off, and the insignia gleams silver under the dim light. I play with the hem of my shirt and hold back the questions, itching to escape my mouth. I've known Caleb for a long time. I shouldn't doubt him without any evidence.
Let's go. We can relax somewhere else.
Colonel?
The communication device on Caleb's wrist the communication device on Caleb's wrist vibrates. He grimaces.
What is it?
There's a large group of reporters outside. They're making a scene.
I'll see what's going on.
Yes, Colonel.
Go ahead. I want to spend some more time with Mia.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Caleb. Just as he's about to leave, I stop him. I want to ask something. I look into that familiar gaze. Letting go of the hem I've been clutching, I smile at him. No matter what happens, I can always trust you, right?
Of course.
He moves his arm, seemingly about to ruffle my hair, yet he stops and instead pats my shoulder. He doesn't want the dirt on his hand to get in my hair.
Wait for me.
As more people leave, the cemetery quiets down. I go for a stroll, walking along a gravel path. I'm closer to the exit. But the questions I couldn't bring to myself to ask keep flooding my mind. If the Far Space Fleet were the ones who caused the explosion, what could their motive be? How much does Caleb actually know? Is there some untold story to how he became part of the Far Space Fleet? Is it related to the Ether core fragment? Is that why the fleet was desperate to get their hands on KV? But if it was just about the Ether core fragment, they wouldn't have rescued him.
Unless the kid has something more valuable.
And you're all fucking jobless. Find a job, Viper! A cool breeze interrupts my thoughts. I turn around and see a dark figure behind me. He leans against a tombstone, his tongue darting in and out like a snake. Cracks and blotches decorate his face.
In this world, a lot of people want an ether core, but only a select few can handle its power without being devoured. And finding individuals like that is incredibly rare.
It's you again.
You're not even pretending to be surprised.
Why are you here?
To kill you, obviously.
How lame. Ignoring his bluff, I pull back my gun. Who are you? Are you one of those Ever's assassins, or just someone who is interested in the Ether core?
You managed to avoid the correct answer.
He's a guy with a daddy issue, MC! Shoot him! He smirks, his expression showing no signs of being amiable. He holds out his hand to me.
Let me introduce myself properly. I'm Caleb's friend. You can call me Viper.
And that's the biggest lie ever. You're not his friend. I don't think he even wants you as like his acquaintance or anything. God, dude. Ah man, you rate yourself a bit too high in the food chain, alright? Huh. Seeing how I don't react, he shrugs and takes back his hand. Are you implying that what happened to KV was caused by his ability to use an ether core?
Don't be too suspicious. Though, seeing you be manipulated like this is annoying. I'm here to lend a hand.
Said someone who was raised by Lucius and getting manipulated to hell and back to think that he cares. Jesus, dude!
Don't you want to know what the fleet and Caleb are really up to?
What makes you think I'll believe you? When I express my doubt, he's caught off guard.
Fair point.
Did they even send you to school, Viper? While we're talking, the faint hum of a car drips from the cemetery and extends over the wall. I look in his direction. The rear window slowly goes down. KV waves at me, an iron fence between us. I can't discern who the person next to him is. It's probably his new guardian.
What a lucky kid. Saved from the fate of being a normal person. It's better to dance to the tune of the strong than live a plain life. A pawn is still a pawn, but they have a chance to survive to the end of a large chess game.
Bro, you talk like an art redditor from like 2010s. Shut up, Viper. What have you done to him?
Finally, you're asking the right questions.
He's giving me a strong vibe of being Chester from DMC3. Plot device. Jesus Christ, Viper. You know that like you don't want to be Chester from DMC3, right? Like that guy, no one likes him. I mean, I kind of think that he's a funny guy, but at the same time, at least he's funnier than you. A hint of mockery flickers in those gray eyes that are fixed on me.
Don't you care about him? Go and see for yourself.
Without realizing it, I catch a small, shiny object that was hurtling toward me. I open my palm and see a uniquely shaped disc.
Tomorrow afternoon, Ch07. 93rd Azure Way Road. See you later.
That figure sways with the wind before instantly vanishing like mist. Get him, Dark? If I can, this guy would be in bits now. Like, yeah, I feel sorry for him and his own backstory from, like, the Serpent's Cast chapter. But, like, you need to go, man. You need to go. I do not care. I do not give a fuck. Lurking. Shell 7, 93rd Azure Road. A beautiful and secluded villa sits in a white veil. It's impossible to tell whether the building is surrounded by mist or flowing clouds. The signal jammer Viper gave me allows me to suddenly scale the back wall, and enter the courtyard. The tree's shadows cast diagonal lines across the grass and meticulously trimmed shrubs. The wrought iron fence, enclosing the entire space, resembles a carefully crafted prison. What exactly does Viper want me to see? Walking around the tree's shadow, I notice a familiar figure standing in the center of the garden.
Miss, you're visiting me.
He smiles, seemingly unperturbed by my sudden appearance. It's nice to see you again, Kevy. I respond with a grin that holds an equal amount of warmth to his smile. Is this your new home? Is everything okay?
The professor said I'd finish my coursework here. He thinks I'm talented, but I still have much to learn.
As I move closer, I find that Kevy is holding a brightly colored bird in his hands.
I found it in the garden.
He pinches his talons and watches the small bird struggle.
If I break its wings, it can stay here forever. It will die very quickly, though. The professor said if we damage the bird's neuromuscular system, it won't be able to fly, but it will believe it can. Slowly, it'll get used to its life on the ground. The bird will then forget that it's supposed to fly.
A bone-chilling voice, tinged with childlike innocence, sends a shiver down my spine. Kevy, who is the professor? What's he like?
I can't tell you. You're not my family.
No shit, that guy's also not your family. Don't be fooled! Family, huh? Do you remember Mia? After the fleet found you, did something happen? Can you tell me?
My sister? She's dead. The professor said it's wrong to be sad. I shouldn't be sad.
Fuck that guy.
I'll have a lot of brothers and sisters. And I'll be strong. I've always believed when you lose a loved one, you're supposed to be sad. But miss, I don't feel that way at all. Should I be sad?
Kevy, do you know the hit game Devil May Cry? Even somewhere, maybe somewhere out there, even a Devil May Cry when he loses the loved one. Don't you think? Bro, you can't be like this. Don't stray, bro. Kevy's fingers inadvertently relax, and the bird uses this opportunity to flap its wings and soar into the sky. He lowers his head, tears falling onto his hand. A confused expression appears on his face again. I touch his shoulder, ready to speak comforting words, but a faint mechanical noise catches my attention.
System error. Attempting a second reboot. The primary personality is attacking the control program.
There is one thing that I just realized. This is the same exact voice actress as Jenna's. The new VA for Jenna anyway. My gaze flickers to a thin metal bracelet on Kevy's wrist. It emits a faint blue light.
No, it shouldn't be like this.
Kevy, are you okay? Can you hear me? But no matter how many times I call his name, Kevy doesn't respond. He stands still.
I shouldn't forget.
His sentences are fragmented. It's as if some program is taking over his mind.
The chip. Rereading. Inputting memory.
In the blink of an eye, his gaze focuses on me again. Before he can wipe away his tears, he smiles at me and slowly shakes off my hand on his shoulder.
Miss, you're visiting me. That's good. It's time for you to go. The professor will be here soon.
My chest tightens all of a sudden. Is this what Viper wanted me to witness? Did he want me to see Kevy being manipulated to the point where his memories are being rewritten? Could the fleet be behind this, or maybe someone's coming? As the sound of footsteps draws closer, I jump over the wall and hide in the bushes.
Did something happen, Kevy?
It's nothing. The bird just flew away.
The composed, slightly exhausted voice. I can't read. The composed, slightly exhausted voice speaks again.
I see you're struggling to restrain the fragmented consciousness that isn't yours. Those memories, emotions, and feelings don't belong to you. Don't let them consume you.
I need you to shut up, motherfucker. Oh my god. All of a sudden, the air goes still. Then,
Was that girl, Mia, also part of your plan?
my heart races all of a sudden. From just beyond the wall, I hear Caleb's voice.
She didn't show any signs of transformation. So why?
You're overthinking it. For normal people like her, we don't need to get too attached. Letting your emotions run wild and blaming yourself for every little mistake, it will only hold you back.
Caleb is here? It feels like I've been splashed with cold water. A chill runs down my spine as I try hard to stay calm.
How is everything going on your end?
We'll soon be done with cleanup. As for the salvaging process, we'll pick up the pace.
The plan will be starting again. You must ensure she doesn't interfere with it. Otherwise, I won't be able to keep this a secret for much longer.
She won't.
Stepping outside the gate to the garden, Caleb senses something. He stops in his tracks and turns around. All the windows lining the corridor reflect the reddish sunset as they converge at a single point.
What's the matter?
It's nothing.
The fleeting figure appears to be a trick of the light. He averts his gaze, observing the layers of fog which cover the outer wall.
If that day truly comes, and she discovers everything, I'll keep her hidden. She'll be in a place where no one can find her.
He's trying his best, man. Seriously though, because I remember people were blaming him for Mia's death. He doesn't even have a hand on it, and he didn't really expect the fleet to be so evil. Like, fuck. Listen, I think like if he has a sin, his only sin would be like he's too naive to think that like the fleet is not evil enough, right? Like he didn't expect the fleet to be this evil, to like forever to be this evil. Like these bastards, they killed a child for no rhyme or reason. That's crazy. That's crazy work. Like why? Despite my extended leave status, my urgent message doesn't raise any eyebrows among my colleagues in special operations. After requesting support regarding KV's condition, I also informed Captain Jenna of my deduction that the spatium core fragment had likely fallen into Farspace Fleet's hands. In response, she repeatedly emphasizes Skyhaven's complex situation and would rather miss an opportunity than allow me to attempt a risky reacquisition mission. Attempt a risky reacquisition mission. I promised multiple times not to act rashly. Soon enough, Andrew's search yielded preliminary results. Sorry about the English. Unsurprisingly, looking at Farspace Fleet and mind control chips gave no result. Of course, I understand. As I end the call, the clamor of traffic fills my ears. Above me, interwoven orbital tracks gleam like flowing streams of stars. The bustling scenery around me feels surreal. The moment I stop focusing on work, all the thoughts I've been pushing down start to rise up. Caleb wasn't just aware of the Far Space Fleet's actions, he also might have been involved in the scheme. Could his consistently vague whereabouts and highly classified cleanup be part of it? And what happened to the siblings was definitely not an accident as the professor claimed. One thing is for certain, even if Mia's death was an accident, the fleet deliberately took Kevi. The fleet must be using some kind of chip to control Kevi and Joseph. They probably have goals that extend beyond obtaining either core fragments. I lower my gaze and notice a metallic glint from my pocket. The necklace I had gifted Caleb still adorns my neck. Amidst the chaos these past few days, I forgot to return it. And in my coat's hidden pocket is a new stealth monitoring chip I bought from Spatial Operations, just in case. Forgive me, Caleb. After a few minutes, I finally pull out my phone and dial Caleb's number. Hey.
What's up?
Nothing really. I just wanted to tell you my extended leave from the association is ending. I'll be heading back to Lincoln soon.
Has the date already been set?
No, I've been in Sky Haven for a couple of days and got caught up in all sort of things. I haven't had a chance to properly spend time with you. When will you be free? Is right now good?
Sure. I'm ready when you are. Do you have a place in mind?
I look up. A nearby tower, the Aerospace Center, looms over me. Its spire, piercing the sky, moonlight gently shines over it. It used to be Caleb's stomping ground back when he worked at the Deepspace Aviation Administration. The serene scene changes as holographic advertisements dance among the clouds. Head over to the Sunset Promenade on the Aerospace Center's outer ring to witness a Type Ia supernova thousands of light years away. I heard there's a supernova today. It's not every day we get to see that, right? Let's check it out. Meet me at the Sunset Promenade in an hour. My cat just woke up, I think. Baby, you woke up? Cutie patootie. Annihilation! Oh wait! Annihilation? As in like, embrace annihilation? His myth companion? The thingy that he say? God. Stepping off the shuttle's platform, I see the scenery of the main island unfold before me. As night descends, the ring-shaped net encircling the tower glows like a planetary ring. Amidst the flowing lights of neon signs and holograms, people eagerly discuss the upcoming supernova they'll witness.
What will happen to the big star, Mom? Maybe they'll... I'm not sure. I'm sorry, honey.
A memory that lay dormant for so long awakens and envelops my thoughts. Caleb, you have another project?
My science teacher wants us to build models. Everyone's either doing the solar system or a black hole. It's boring. Do you remember the supergiant Gran showed us? The one that's 2,300 light years away? Its supernova will be the one our generation has the best chance of witnessing firsthand. I want to see it.
Oh, I remember! Didn't she also use it as an example? She said that no matter what difficulties we face in the future, you should protect me. It's like how a ring system protects its planet.
Gran never said that, though. Are you just remembering what you want to hear again?
But she did say it.
Actually, Gran said that powerful stars are destroyed by forces from within. Meanwhile, fragile humans need to endure outside forces. We don't need to face the future alone, though. It's like how planets and their ring systems are born together. They'll also fade away together.
I basically said that. Anyway, you have to help me finish this week's extra reading assignment. Since the Chronoriff catastrophe. I come to my senses. This place is crowded and everyone is trying to find the best spot on the sunset promenade. Someone steps on my foot. As I try to step to the side, I lose my balance and stumble into an unexpected embrace.
Sorry for the wait.
A hand grabs my wrist. I look up and see Caleb's slightly amused expression. Caleb.
In Skyhaven, you can catch a glimpse of cosmic wonders every now and then. Though this is the first time I get to see a supernova. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Why is he acting like nothing happened? Why is it always so difficult to understand what he's thinking? Caleb grins and leans in.
Where'd you go today?
I just walked around.
This place is packed. Hold on tight. Don't get lost, Pipsqueak.
I'm not a little girl, Caleb. Slow down! He grabs my hand and walks quickly, yet his grip is firm. It reminds me of when we were in school. He always held my hand like this back then. For a moment, I'm stunned. I start to question if the voice I heard this afternoon is really his. How could Caleb change? No, he hasn't changed at all. If anything's different, it should not be him. As I watch him walk, a bizarre idea pops into my head for no reason. Is there something inside Caleb that's controlling him? Is it changing him?
Over here.
On the edge of the viewing platform, Caleb discreetly moves to stand beside me. My brain. On the edge of the viewing platform, Caleb discreetly moves to stand behind me. He acts like a shield from the bustling crowd. Below the glass floor, clouds ripple like waves, while a hologram appears to start a countdown. We can see Skyhaven's University's clock tower from here. And look at all those fighter jets over there. Is that the aerodrome for Aerospace Academy?
Yeah. With exams on the horizon, I bet a bunch of my juniors are preparing themselves for some serious cramming.
The last time I visited Skyhaven University was for your graduation. Time flies.
It sure does.
Do you regret it? Caleb leans on the railing, turns to me and smiles.
Regret what?
Being admitted into Aerospace Academy and becoming those 1 in 10,000 Deepspace fighter pilots. Okay, I can't say that. Being admitted into Aerospace Academy and becoming those 1 in 10,000 Deepspace fighter pilots. I hesitate, unable to find the right words. You're on an entirely different path now. It wasn't one you chose in the beginning.
Stuff changes all the time. That's fine. What about you? When you were a kid, you nagged me about using my evol to hold you up high. You even insisted I launch you into space. Do you still dream about exploring the universe?
That's just nonsense kids say. Caleb raises his head. There's a fleeting sadness on his face. I almost wonder if I had imagined it.
Back at the shelter, I remember you said your home was beyond the stars. But we couldn't even get past the walls and barbed wire.
Yeah, The teachers always say the outside world is dangerous. We were too little to go out. Though, when you're cooped up in one place for so long, the outside world can be more appealing than ever. Yet all we could do was hang out on the rooftop and count the fighter jets flying past us. I once, I once asked you about why they would crash and if they're all railroad by the... Okay. I once asked you about why they would crash and if the old railroad by the shelter led to the sea.
The fighter jets crashed because they got attacked by wanderers. As for that railroad, at the end of it is a patch of weeds. We'll figure out everything about this world, one step at a time.
Really? I'm starting to think some people's hearts are more mysterious than the world itself. Like you, for example. You're walking vault of secrets right now. I can't tell if my thoughts are written all over my face to the point where he can see everything. I look into his eyes and hope to receive an acceptable response.
Well, Pipsqueak, since you're interested in secrets, there is one thing.
Which is? The noisy crowd suddenly falls silent and dazzling lights fade into the night. The hologram's light continues to glow like water, only the countdown remains. He grins at me, his voice as serene as a passing flock of birds.
It's starting.
The people around us look toward the sky, but his gaze remains fixed on me. I almost lose myself in his eyes. After a moment, I find my voice and flash him a smile. All right, close your eyes. I have a surprise for you. I pull out the necklace from my pocket and put it around his neck.
Who gives the same gift twice?
Okay, but who lost a precious gift from others? If it disappears again, there won't be a next time.
All right. I promise I won't lose it again.
Suddenly, distant ringing fills the sky. An orb, its origin unknown, appears. Look! Gotta be a supernova! Okay. We can't help but raise our heads. We gaze at the flames erupting from thousands of light years away. Although it dazzles from the farthest reach of the universe, a single star has fallen apart. Spanning time and space, a foreboding sign emerges and enters our vision. And that might be the coherence myth. The thing that happened at the end. They exploded. The supernova happened, and thousands of light years away, reaching the current timeline, Caleb and MC. The electromagnetic radiation from the supernova will persist for some time. To protect Skyhaven, a floating city powered by energy, aerial shields have been activated above us. After we witness the brief brilliance, night descends into the cityscape once more. Tonight, Caleb will go out again. According to him, Skyhaven's lockdown will be over soon, along with the cleanup. I said goodnight to him in advance, then I enter my bedroom, draw the curtains, and force myself to close my eyes as I rest on the bed. In these dark hours of the night, I eventually hear the door being pushed open. The faint sound of footsteps draws closer. Realizing it's Caleb, I keep my breathing steady. As I pretend to be asleep, a gentle touch lands on my forehead. He's gone. Why did Caleb? My mind is in turmoil. I press my hand against my chest, trying to stop my heart from pounding too quickly, and slowly get up. I look out the window and see the night scenery. Then, taking a deep breath, I activate the tracking feature on my hunter's watch. Target is being tracked. It seems Caleb hasn't discovered the tracker embedded in the necklace. With all these complex leads, Only Caleb can unravel these mysteries as he's burdened with countless secrets. When I try to leave, I notice the door doesn't budge. Did Caleb intentionally lock me in the house? I raise my gun and aim at the lock. Without a second thought, I pull the trigger. Not gonna lie though, anyone can come in and out of this door now that is like shut open. Hopefully he doesn't have any kind of secrets in his closet. Covert operation. Alright. Let's do it! Flares illuminate the night sky. They are bright enough to make it seem like daytime. Meanwhile, Destroyed Street lights sway in the wind. 2 to 3 story steel structures cast looming shadows on the cracked pavement. A palette of dark, cold hues surrounds them. Amidst the desolation, the only source of vibrant color is the orange barricade tape. How can there be a place like this in Sky Heaven? Thick wild grass covers the ground, a testament to the years of having been abandoned. Yet these pieces of metal shine as if they're new. Beyond the bars of the steel, the faint outlines of various aircraft hint at the place's history. The signal from the necklace abruptly vanishes here. There must be a signal jammer in this area.
Test Site 5 has been cleaned. We will now advance to the East Zone. What was that?
Shh! Quickly now! They won't find us here.
Before I can react, I'm pulled into a makeshift shelter made from discarded equipment.
It's just the rain. We need to keep moving.
I turn around and pull out my gun only to see a young girl's face illuminated by the light reflected off a puddle. Crystals adorn her skin. She wears a thin dress, but she's unperturbed in such cold rain. In the distance, officers wearing Far Space Fleet uniforms move closer. They're armed and on high alert.
Isn't it weird how these monsters are getting more aggressive? The contamination levels here are extremely high. They're practically indistinguishable from wanderers now. Stay frosty. This batch of specimens is on the brink of transformation. Salvage value at 0%. Requesting confirmation to do the cleanup.
Specimens. Is she one of them? The crystalline rows on the girl's body are similar to KV's but far more severe. She's almost completely transformed into one of the monsters from N109 zone.
Hey, can you check if I'm still alive? Is my heart still beating?
Urging me, the girl grabs my hand and presses it to her chest. I look down. A fist-sized cavity covered in crystals is in her chest. Within it, a large crystal pulsated and eerily glows in the place where her heart should be. What happened to you? Her skin, drained of all its color, as she stands in the rain, betrays the weight of her memories as she cowers.
As I was dying, someone whisked me away from the ward and took off the white cloth on my face. They made a promise. After one experiment, I could live again. Who wouldn't want that?
As she speaks, the crystals creep further up her neck, yet she appears oblivious to them.
It's a shame. If I passed the test, I could have been the professor's daughter.
Curling up into a ball, she hides her face and muffles her sobs. The rain covers her anguish. The professor, he's the one who took in KV under the pretense of adoption.
Professor, who gave us a second chance at life. He's our father.
Now I know for sure he was the one walking next to Caleb at the villa. He's definitely involved in this experiment and he must have something to do with the Far Space Fleet. The lockdown and cleanup are just cover. The fleet's true targets are these.
power. It's warm. And you smell really nice.
Yikes. Lightning splits the night sky, casting light on this narrow space. She stops sobbing. The girl raises her head, and I see her tear-streaked face. Click. The crystals fall. Those dark eyes are consumed. There are only empty eye sockets, reminiscent of eye holes in a mask.
Can I eat you?
No. No. She seems to lose consciousness, but then her cold fingers grab my wrist.
Your strength. Give it to me.
Sensing her abnormal strength, I swiftly pull back. I use the momentum to throw the girl off balance and force her to fall on her knees. Raindrops trickle down her temple. Her skin is like a human's. I hesitate for a second before reaching for my gun. That single moment causes me, and a sharp pain shoots up from my knee. The crystalline spikes protruding from her shoulder pierce... Okay. The crystalline spikes protruding from her shoulders pierce my left leg. My blood mixes with the rain.
I said, you should let me eat you.
It's as if a silent signal has been given. Several figures emerge from the shadows and stagger toward me. Black crystals have almost engulfed every part of their bodies. They're barely recognizable as humans from the outlines. The crackling sound of burning flesh resounds in my ears again. Their silhouettes blur with the ones I remember from the N109 zone. No, those things are already here. They're all here for the ether core? As I close in, I have no choice but to fight through the pain. I push the girl away. Holding my gun, I struggle to stand. Bullets cut through the rainfall and pierce the legs of two figures at the front of the group. However, they don't stop. Gritting my teeth, I aim for the shoulders of these people. Another shot rings out and the girl's twisted convulsions come to an abrupt stop, but I didn't pull the trigger. The figure before me dissipates into energy particles. It's similar to how a wanderer disintegrates after death.
I found the missing specimens. Stop them!
Several lights shine harshly, and I hear the synchronized sound of guns being drawn. A bullet whizzes past my ears. Yet those people who have been shot multiple times continue to launch at me. Amidst the howling winds, the space in front of me distorts. A vortex appears, sucking in and tearing apart 2 or 3 looming figures. What is that? The rain stops and the smoke from guns and crystal particles appear to be suspended in time. Through the veil of raindrops, an indifferent face gradually comes into focus. Raindrops are deflected away. Caleb. Frozen in place, I don't know if I should call him.
What are you doing here?
I should be the one asking you that. I bite my lip before speaking in a more serious tone. These monsters and wanderers are actually what you're cleaning up, right? He takes a step forward and seizes my wrist with a lot of strength.
Now do you see? In this world, there will always be people who want your power.
In a dance of light and shadow, his expression remains indiscernible, and before I can open my mouth, the cries of wanderers fill the air. I avert my gaze. The remaining figures struggle against the vortex, and the metaflux slowly dissipates. As the winds screech, the energy particles coalesce into a large wanderer. It roars before advancing toward Caleb. Caleb, be careful!
You're the one who needs to be careful.
With a stern expression, he grabs my shoulder and pulls me behind him.
Are you trying to prove you're strong enough to trespass into restricted zones by yourself? At night? You should only do that sort of thing when you're not throwing yourself into danger.
Fair point, though. Fair point. Bro. Ah, shit is so messy. Dark Side! Dark Side. Wait, why is that song from? Okay. Dark Side. Come on! The fleet ship cruises smoothly in the sky as it's currently on autopilot. It resembles a colossal beast lurking in the night. Outside the porthole, an endless stream of stars flickers like a shimmering wave of light. In the aircraft cabin, Caleb puts me on the bed. Retrieving a first aid kit, he sets it down and carefully removes the bloody fabric from my knee. Under the harsh light, blood continues to flow. His clothes are dyed a bright red crimson. I look away.
Does it hurt? Are you mad at me?
No. As I hear him take out the medicine and equipment, I start to turn around, but then his hand covers my eyes. A fine needle pricks my skin, and the searing pain instantly dissipates. Caleb. I raise my head and look into his eyes. The explosion in the Cascade District was just a convenient excuse to justify the cleanup. Then there's Kevy and Mia. Those were manufactured accidents too. What have you been doing behind my back? Caleb wipes away the blood from my knee and disposes of the syringe. He retrieves a surgical skin stapler.
What do you think could have happened if I hadn't been there tonight?
Click. The surgical skin stapler leaves behind a faint mark.
I can't bear going through the same pain again. Or do you want me to re-experience that loneliness because I left you?
That's not...
You shouldn't throw yourself into danger anymore.
Click. His fingers touch the stitched area and wipe away the tiny droplets of blood.
Whether those people live or die tonight, it doesn't matter anymore. Anyone who dares to wield power that isn't theirs must pay the price. The explosion was just an opportunity for the fleet to intervene. You arrived in Skyhaven at the wrong time.
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
Would anything change? Would it even make a difference?
He sets down a surgical skin stapler and bandages my wound. Then he calmly meets my gaze. So you kept me in the dark to stop me from doing anything. Did you really think I wouldn't question such protection? Caleb remained silent. I licked my dry lips, suddenly tired of arguing with him. Fine. Once your fleet ship lands, I'll leave.
No, you won't. Since you managed to escape once, we'll be going somewhere else.
He lifts his hand and cups my cheek, yet his fingers are freezing cold.
I will protect you. Until everything is resolved, I need to make sure you're safe and sound.
Who did the Colonel bring back? Who knows? But since he ordered us to take good care of her, she's probably not a nobody.
With the mission over, Caleb takes me to the special care unit on the Far Space Fleet ship. I can't even step outside of it. The walls, white as snow, are adorned with all sorts of medical devices, their multicolored indicator lights dancing insistently. I don't know his rationale or how exactly I'm being kept here, though I couldn't care less right now.
Maybe she's also getting sent to Colonel.
How is she?
The medical examination is done. We're just waiting for the analysis. But because of the rain, the equipment indicates her vital signs are abnormal. Colonel, who's the injured?
An important target for observation. Is there a problem?
No, I was just curious. I've never seen her before, so...
I look at the blue and white medical gown I'm wearing. It's ironic I got labeled as a target for observation. Their conversation draws to a close and is replaced by the sound of familiar footsteps getting closer. I return to the bed and lie down as if I haven't heard them speak. The door opens silently and Caleb walks in, The room's lights adjust with his every step.
Morning.
As he nears the bed, the room brightens, as if to imitate the breaking dawn. He pulls up a chair and sits down.
How are you feeling?
Oh, wait, hold on. This chapter has options. What is this chapter? Respond. I'm okay. The colonel ordered people to take care of me. Who would dare to neglect me?
While the crystalline shards have been removed from your wound, it can still be infected.
Caleb taps the vital signs monitor on the wall, and the various data values appear in mid-air. My heart rate, my breathing rate, everything but my current mental state is right in front of him. Caleb, I need to leave.
You'll be out of here soon enough.
He meets my gaze, his words seemingly admonishing me. When?
Depends on when your vital signs return to normal.
Since last night, I've heard the same response 3 times now. A question takes hold of me. It sends a shiver down my spine. Caleb. It's been a while since I said his name like that. Oh wait, it should be Caleb, right? Sorry. It's been a while since I said his name like that. Touched, Caleb's gaze finds mine.
Yes?
When you made me take cold medicine that night, it wasn't just because you were concerned about my health, right?
You already figured out everything, right? Aren't I pathetic?
Yeah. I'm tired, Caleb. Can I rest without any more interruptions? I take a deep breath before offering a tired smile.
Sure.
The person before me stays composed. The Caleb I once knew is gone.
Get some rest. It'll help you relax. I'll check in on you later tonight.
What is that chapter? 7? Dark side? Okay, I'll come back to do the options later. Escape! Let's go! Groggy, I open my eyes again. The world outside has already descended into darkness. A few lights twinkle like fireflies in the heavy mist. I sit up and scan my surroundings, belatedly realizing I'm not at home. Everything that has led up to this moment feels like a surreal dream. The light? I whip my head around and look out the window again. I can't clearly see what's outside, but in the mist are the outlines of tall buildings. Since Caleb wants to take me back to HQ, it seems the Far Space Fleet ship has landed. It's a starship. It's a starship that spends most of its time in the sky and doesn't always touch the ground. So...
What's wrong? Where does it hurt?
Conjuring my inner drama. I feel cold for some reason. My head is spinning. I can't see anything.
Hold on. I'll call for the doctor.
Sorry, Missy. In one swift move, I pick up her limp body, place her on the bed, and tuck her in. Sorry. After putting on the nurse's face mask and uniform, I push the cart along as I leave. Several officers wearing uniforms approach me. Several officers wearing uniforms approach me. I lower my gaze and walk past them. But before I can breathe a sigh of relief, a voice calls out to me.
Excuse me, nurse.
How can I help you? I turn around and make sure I don't stutter as I speak. A fleet officer walks up to me. He frowns as he gives me a once-over.
You're heading toward the armory. Why does a nurse need to be there?
I'm sorry, I thought the pharmacy was this way. I calm down and lie to him without missing a beat. I guess the person who gave me directions misunderstood my question. Fortunately, his explanation seems to have fooled him. He nods and points to the corridor in the opposite direction.
The pharmacy is over there. The armory is a restricted area, so you shouldn't be wandering around.
Okay, thank you, sir. I haven't even taken a few steps when the fleet officer calls out to me again.
Wait,
Is there something else you need?
you have stabilizers there, right?
He grabs 3 syringes from a box of the cart and shows me the number on his chest.
I'm taking some with me. Write it down on the list later.
Oh, you're about to be in trouble though because this is a fake nurse. He finally vanishes after making a turn around a corner, and my heart finally relaxes. What do he mean by stabilizer? I pick up a syringe from the box and turn it over to look at it. Hold up. I pick up a syringe from the box and turn it over to look at its label. Drug name: Zybizin. It can be used to combat emotional outbursts, enhance cognitive functions, and help patients stabilize their mental state. Only those with Turing chips may use this. This drug should not be used daily.
You planted a mind control device in me. It's that chip.
The chip. Rereading. Inputting memory.
That chip must be the Turing chip. That fleet officer must also have one. An absurd thought pops into my head. If chip implantation is common in the fleet, then Caleb might have gotten it too. In that case, maybe everything he's done so far wasn't of his volition. Could the changes in his behavior also be related to the Turing chip? For a moment, I can't tell if I'm onto something or trying to excuse his actions. A few meters away, a large door suddenly opens. I hear a very familiar voice speak.
Colonel,
My heart skips a beat. I retreat and try to hide in a corner of the corridor. Before I can see who's with Caleb, however, he turns. His back blocks my view.
I heard you'll lead the fleet on a patrol through the depths of the Deepspace tunnel in 3 days. The Fountain of a Day is about to enter its next phase. A banquet will be held in your honor before you leave.
I can't attend the celebratory banquet anyway. I have some personal matters to deal with.
The higher-ups gave the order. You shouldn't ignore them.
Caleb doesn't speak for a moment before he responds in a lower voice.
Speculating on other people's thoughts isn't my forte. And since I've taken your place, I can order you to leave. Now.
Caleb reaches out and presses a sensor on the wall. The door rises. The man grunts as he leaves. Oh, it's a guy from Lucid Dream.
Come here.
In the empty corridor, Caleb suddenly turns around and looks at where I'm hiding. I freeze and don't move. A few seconds later, a shadow looms over me and grabs my wrist.
Playing hide and seek now? Did you really think you wouldn't be noticed? There are eyes in every nook and cranny. Does it look like you can escape?
You were brave enough to bring me to HQ. That means no matter who's suspicious of me, you'll have my back, right? He stares at me for a long time and then he laughs. For some reason, an ominous feeling washes over me. Let go of me!
You want to go home, right? I'll take you there now.
From the Far Space Fleet's headquarters to his home, Caleb remains silent. Click. The door is now locked. This is what you meant by safe and sound? Lowering his gaze, he says nothing. Following his gaze, I find the wound on my knee has reopened.
Doesn't it hurt?
Answer my question first, Caleb. He suddenly picks me up and walks into the living room. Stop arguing. You make me so sad. Okay. The famous chapter, Captive Bird. Man.
Sit first. We need to tend to your wound.
Is the colonel ordering me around, or is Caleb worried about me?
Do you remember that injured cat you brought back home? Back when we were kids? We kept it in the backyard. But that cat always kept trying to run away before it fully recovered.
I don't want to listen to this.
Do you want to know what I did in response? I got a collar with a bell. I put it on the cat. That way, it couldn't escape without being noisy. If I had that kind of bell right now, I should make you wear it, right?
Is this how you will protect me? I just need to be glued to your side?
I know, it's unfair, but...
Analyzing vital signs.
Because of that monster, your wound is infected. Is there truly a way for you to run around without getting injured?
Are you still the Caleb who confronted danger with me? I've had enough of your protection.
If being with me only brings you pain, then just put up with this for 3 more days.
What are you going to do?
Tie up loose ends. And then, all of this will be over. I just need 3 days.
Our reporters out in the field confirm the lockdown will be lifted after being in effect. The force-based fleet assures everyone that the explosion in the Cascade District will not happen.
After all this is over, the fleet will return to the Deepspace tunnel. You'll be safe, for now.
In other words, you'll just disappear again and not even say anything?
I'll be gone. Aren't you happy that you won't have to see me then? I'm about to leave. It'd be nice if we had a meal together.
So I have to listen to the colonel even when it comes to eating and drinking now?
You can be mad, but don't let it affect your health.
I'm not mad.
Growing up, we knew each other so well. Better than most, even. I could see through your lies when you'd blink, bite your lip, and I could tell you were upset.
In that case, tell me, what am I thinking about right now? I wonder, how did you turn into someone I hardly recognize?
Oh, I know. You're thinking some chip got put into my brain, right? And now I'm no longer who I used to be? What if I told you I was always like this? Your life has threats around every corner. The people who are after your power, who want to hurt you, they should all just disappear. You're only safe when you're by my side.
I'd rather face danger head on than safely live like this. I don't need you.
You don't need me? Is that what you think? Alright. What do you need? You can tell me. We can return to Lincoln if that's what you want. If you want to return to the past, we'll rebuild our old house and move in together. And if one house isn't enough, I'll build you a whole maze. I'll decorate it with everything you could ever want. It will be the most beautiful, stunning garden you've ever seen. No one will be able to find you ever again. I'll protect you forever.
Caleb, you can't just... You're very important to me and no one could ever replace you.
Really? I always held myself back and endured day after day after day. It was suffocating. But now, I'm tired of playing these games.
Man. Still fucking peak day after day after day. Ah! Yeah, I'm done playing these games too, bro. But oh god. Man, listen, I rewatched this scene like quite many times now, but I still feel things. I'm like, not as in like scaros, but like, oh god, shit. The cut is so deep, man. Okay, Crossroads, the last one. I found Caleb again, and yet the familiar person from my memories has been eaten away by some indescribable hidden pain. Only fragments remain. The night sky above Sky Heaven is clear, but all its secrets are somewhere in the bottomless, unfathomable depths of his eyes. The night before he left, I dreamt about our childhood. I dreamt of Caleb and me running down the streets, skipping class, grabbing ice cream, and reading comic books. And I dreamt of that day when we held hands and become part of each other's lives.
Remember this. From now on, I'll always be by your side. It's okay. I'll always be there for you, and I won't hurt you. Why are you crying here by yourself? Who bullied you? It's okay. I'll avenge you. Hold my hand. You won't have to worry about losing your way when I'm here.
I'm gonna cry. No! Also, the way that like the first few chapters of Homecoming Wings, Caleb's like child Caleb, like when he's a young little being, right? He has different voice actress for him doing the child voice, which is like the same voice that they used in the trailer, right? You know, because my hand is bigger, I'll always be something. Because I'm older than you, my hands would always be bigger, and I will always be taller than you. You know that voice, the little kid voice. Like for the first few chapters in Homecoming Wings, there is that voice, right? And then like for the last like how many chapters that like there is like the kid version of Caleb in it. It's just his voice actor doing the kid impression. And I like it. I don't know. There is something endearing about like the way he talks and like the way he whispers. I don't know. I glaze his voice actor. I really like his voice. Okay, the contrail left by the fleet ship splits the sky. It's like a line between dreams and reality. Rays of light pierce the clouds and bring the world back to a new sunny day. On the runway, fleet ships are ready and waiting for their colonel to give a signal. It feels like whenever we say goodbye, I'm always sending you off.
I guess it won't be a painful experience this time.
His hand moves, probably to ruffle my hair, but he hesitates. His arm soon falls to his side.
All right. I'll be going now.
Yeah. I lower my head, a lump forming in my throat.
Make sure you eat on time. Look after yourself.
Caleb turns around, his back disappearing as it gets further and further away. The fleet ships take off and disappear into the sky, becoming specks in the distance.
I was so bored without you. I almost became a shriveled up peach. By the way, Jenna mentioned you were at Sky Haven for a wedding.
what kind of wedding lasts that long?
It's a funeral. Oh, you know, my old friend is...
My boss is calling. Let's catch up later.
I end the call and put my phone back into my pocket. That's when I noticed there's a strange object in it. Huh? When did this... I take it out to get a closer look. Under the sun is an old yellow piece of paper with a kid's handwriting. Forgiveness coupon for Caleb. Valid for 100 years. Holding it, I feel a wave of sadness, like bubbles ready to burst, erupt from the depths of my heart. Caleb, you dummy. I can't figure out what's real or fake with Caleb. But what I know for sure is that this person who is important to me, I don't want to lose him a second time. This part never fails to give me teary eyes. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Stop it! The Far Space Fleet has a spatium core fragment, and with that, the chapter on the explosion incident draws to a close. However, Mia's fate is enshrouded in mystery, and Kevy's future is uncertain with that chip. This isn't an ending, but the beginning of another story. An invisible web has been cast, with the ether core acting as a lead ball. As a result, it has created a gravitational field that's as strong as a black hole. Ever, the Far Space Fleet, myself, who knows how many more pieces are being pulled in. Either way, they're slowly or quickly rolling into a void. The Torin chip, the fountain of a tear, those patients turned into monsters via experiments. Everything seems to lead back to one source, the professor who's lurking in the shadows. I hate him so bad. That guy need to go. That guy need to go. In the heart of Sky Heaven's main island, opposite the Aerospace Center, are rows and rows of new buildings that popped up recently. Inside one of them, researchers are scurrying around with papers and walking into different labs. They're preparing to announce the biggest breakthrough of the century, so there is no room for mistakes. Caleb silently stands in the elevator as it climbs to a non-existent floor that can only be accessed with special clearance. The doors slide open and he walks down a gray corridor and toward an arched door. A device with a faint green light scans his eye. Then the door quietly opens. Before him, a scene unfolds. It's vastly different from the dull gray and white of his surroundings earlier. A seemingly endless expanse of lush, green trees stretches out under a glass dome and shiny silver roof.
First, we went ahead and recycled those abandoned flux nexuses. Then, we paid the N109 zone a visit to get info on Onikainen. Our Skyhaven gig is almost over. Where's our next stop? We practically spoiled Ever and those old people in the fleet. We're like their personal hitmen.
Does he ever stop talking?
Don't think I won't beat you up because you're a kid.
And you're a loser, Jesus!
You two, stop arguing. The professor said we're family, and families are all about love and kindness.
Viper leans against a massive tree. He puts his hands behind his head as he grumbles to himself. The other two are sitting nearby, a little boy and a girl wearing a black dress.
Where's Mr. Overprotective? Did he check in on his little hunter girl again? Healthy relationships are ideal, but the twisted ones, that's where the drama... Ah!
You are so jobless! Before he can even finish, his head is made to spin 180 degrees. He finds himself staring into the brooding gaze. What's more frightening is that this person is genuinely smiling at him.
Your attempts to mess with me are lacking in creativity. Ah!
Where's the professor?
Inside. And can't you at least put my head
A small mechanical bug flies in. It perches on his finger for a second before darting into the vegetation. Get him, Doc! Get him, kill him! Get him! God!
14 years ago, Josephine and her team defected. They kept quiet about that kid being the best test subject. The Gaia Research Center was destroyed during the Chrono Rift catastrophe, and then the N109 zone took over. With Onikainus and those gangs around, retrieving their old experimental data and equipment is not an easy thing. Josephine and her researchers have been using fake names for years and kept this achievement of theirs a secret. But our investigation has paid off. Not to mention, Josephine and her traitors got what they deserved.
That means you found the child who disappeared back then.
I don't care if this guy is sixth love interest or not. I'll shoot him, and once he's done, I'll shoot him again. Jesus.
From what we've seen and how she's been acting, her powers haven't activated yet.
The man with salt and pepper hair. What? Salt and pepper hair? What the fuck is that color? The man with salt and pepper hair glances to the side. The youngster has entered the room.
Compared to that broken thing, I'm a weapon perfectly primed forever.
I'm so sorry, Caleb. Caleb calmly looks up and stares at the hologram in the air. It displays a massive hospital ward. In the darkness, there is a figure who's barely visible.
I've been waiting for many years.
The man on the hospital bed finally peeks out of the gloom. Half of his face is on the thinner side. His skin is so pale it is almost transparent, and his voice carries the weight of pure fatigue.
So, don't make me wait anymore.
Of course.
After the man mentions a few key points, Caleb nods and walks into the lush green scenery. All is quiet, then Professor Lucius raises his head, his gaze fixed on a hologram materializing in mid-air.
The Fountain of Ate will be put into motion, and Ever will soon reveal its revolutionary vision to the world. We'll track down the missing child, but now isn't the best time.
He glances at the figure who has long vanished into the verdant vegetation, his gaze lingering on his right arm. There, hidden beneath the surface, lies the price Caleb paid to be brought back to life.
At least it will be before he becomes completely useless.
The human body is far too fragile. But by surrendering warmth and sensation, even the simplest modifications can transform flesh and bone into unyielding machinery. Electric currents will course through the neural network, numbing everything, taking control of everything until they completely replace him. Fuck you, man. Turning him into a weapon perfectly crafted for the task. The old man smiles at the thought, anticipation glinting in his eyes. He looks forward to the day it happens. Listen, because I read like some of the worlds underneath stuff, like the world underneath chapters that has like Caleb in it. This shit are so fucked up, man. And also, these guys need to go! I do not care! I do not care! They need to go! Pew pew! They need to go, alright? In a forest where shattered stars rest, a crystalline pool appears, as if infused with the wine of life, is clear yet murky. In a forest where shattered stars rest, a crystalline pool appears, as if infused with the wine of life, is clear yet murky. Young traveler, do not drink from it. Lost lover, do not drink from it. In a forest where shattered stars rest, a crystalline pools appear. As if infused with the wine of life, is clear yet murky. Young traveler, do not drink from it. Lost lover, do not drink from it. But when flowers wither in their sleep, when winds fall silent, when the vigilant owl closes his eyes. In a forest where shattered stars rest, a crystalline pool appears, as if infused with the wine of life, is clear yet murky. Young traveler, do not drink from it. Lost lover, do not drink from it. But when flowers wither in their sleep, when winds fall silent, when the vigilant owl closes his eyes, only then can you drink deep of these waters. Let the date sing, O fountain of Atea, cleanse my time, nourish my flesh, spare me from loneliness of eternal rest. In a forest where shattered stars rest, a crystalline pool appears, as if infused with the wine of life. Is clear yet murky. Young traveler, do not drink from it. Lost lover, do not drink from it. But when flowers wither in their sleep, when winds fall silent, when the vigilant owl closes his eyes, only then can you drink deep of these waters. Let the date sing, O fountain of Atea, cleanse my time, nourish my flesh, spare me from the loneliness of eternal rest. Spare me from the loneliness of eternal rest. Why are we doing this? Why did I fucking do this again? Jeez. Okay. I'll repeat chapter 7 and then Captive Bird just to pick the different choice, alright? And then maybe there's a bit of time left. I think I still can actually do Rain's Embrace. And then we'll actually end the stream.
Does it hurt?
Oh god, my hair is so annoying. I need to cut my hair. I need to have a haircut. It is so annoying.
What do you... I can't bear going through the same. You shouldn't throw yourself into danger anymore. Whether those people live or die tonight, it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, I mean, kill it.
Anyway, the explosion was just an opportunity for the fleet to intervene. You arrived in Skyhaven at the wrong time. What do you think?
I'm so sorry for him though.
Since
Because he had to like act like a perfect weapon
will
for them,
protect you.
so that like they want
I need to
like
make sure you're
so
safe.
that it would delay the time that they would aim for MC. But like, how much like the price you have to pay is a bit too much, man. I'm so sorry, Caleb. I'm so sorry.
Morning. How are you feeling?
I'm so fucking sorry, man. Oh shit. All right.
We're in a bit of a stalemate, huh?
The rest is the same. Huh. I see. Sorry, my brain kind of just shut down a bit there. I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Okay, let's do Captive Bird. I'll just do the whole thing because there are like 2 choices there. Okay, lucky.
Sit first. We need to tend to your wound.
Is the colonel ordering me around or is Caleb worried about me?
Do you remember that injured cat you brought back home? Back when we were kids? We kept it in the backyard. But that cat always kept trying to run away before it fully recovered.
I don't want to listen to this.
Do you want to know what I did in response? I got a collar with a bell. I put it on the cat. That way, it couldn't escape without being noisy. If I had that kind of bell right now, I should make you wear it, right?
Okay, fine. I guess I'll let you do what you want.
Is there anything I can do?
Analyzing vital signs.
Because of that monster, your wound is infected. Is there truly a way for you to run around without getting injured?
Are you still the Caleb who confronted danger with me? I've had enough of your protection.
with me only brings you pain, then just put up with this for 3 more days.
What are you going to do?
Tie up loose ends. And then, all of this will be over. I just need 3 days.
Our reporters out in the field confirm the lockdown will be lifted after being in effect. The Far Space Fleet assures everyone that the explosion in the Cascade District will not happen.
After all this is over, the fleet will return to the Deepspace tunnel. You'll be safe, for now.
In other words, you'll just disappear again and not even say anything?
I'll be gone. Aren't you happy that you won't have to see me then? I'm about to leave. It'd be nice if we had a meal together.
So I have to listen to the Colonel even when it comes to eating and drinking now?
You can be mad, but don't let it affect your health.
I'm not mad.
Growing up, we knew each other so well, better than most even. I could see through your lies when you'd blink, bite your lip, and I could tell you were upset.
In that case, tell me, what am I thinking about right now? I wonder, how do you turn to someone I hardly recognize?
Oh, I know. You're thinking some chip got put into my brain, right? And now I'm no longer who I used to be? What if I told you I was always like this? Your life has threats around every corner. The people who are after your power, who want to hurt you, they should all just disappear. You're only safe when you're by my side.
I'd rather face danger head on than simply live like this. I don't need you.
You don't need me? Is that what you think? Alright. What do you need? You can tell me. We can return to Lincoln if that's what you want. If you want to return to the past, we'll rebuild our old house and move in together. And if one house isn't enough, I'll build you a whole maze. I'll decorate it with everything you could ever want. It will be the most beautiful, stunning garden you've ever seen. No one will be able to find you ever again. I'll protect you forever.
Caleb, you can't just... You're very important to me and no one could ever replace you.
Really? I always held myself back and endured day after day after day. It was suffocating. But now, I'm tired of playing these games.
Emotional turmoil. God. It was really good though. I really like Homecoming Wings. I will say there is one thing that I do not like about Captive Bird. Alright. The way he was like, give me 3 days to do this, right? And then like it just cut to like the text saying 3 days later. And I was like, you're really not gonna give me any like description of how the 3 days, like these excruciatingly slowly passing by 3 days, like are you not gonna explain anything about that? Like, you know, like her feelings during that time and stuff. So it just like kindle 3 days later, kindle. And I was like, I mean, it's not kindle, it's like cutscene, but like, you get my feelings. Do you feel my pain? I don't know, man. Huh. Just that bit, that kind of icks me a bit. But like the rest of it, amazing. I love it. You know, a part of me was like, why did I choose to redo this? But like, on the other hand, I love coming back to see this now that like we have more context about like the story, and like we know more about like Caleb and stuff. And now that like their relationships are getting better, like at least for like during the limited cards and stuff, at least it gives me some hope and happiness that like, oh, they didn't just like, you know, they didn't just like broke the ties and stuff and just like it's just gonna be like bitterness through the rest of the eternity. Because like where they left off here, there's a bit of like a hint of hope, right? And I really hope that they touch on this when they do like the main story update for Caleb or Branch. I would take anything, main story, Branch story, anything that is like super canon, you know. But yeah, I love Homecoming Wings, and like it has such like, I don't know, warm feeling to it. Like just the name of it, like Homecoming Wings. There is something about it that I feel like is nostalgia, right? I don't know. I really like it. And also like, okay, so we still have a little bit of time left, so I'll do Rain's Embrace. It's gonna be pretty short, I think, like 20 minutes or something. So I'll end the record of this one here, and then I'll do Rain's Embrace because I feel like
flying higher and higher in my dream.
Yeah, pursue your dream, my guy, in your dreams. Because like I feel like Rain's Embrace, there's a lot of things that connect to Homecoming Wings. I mean, it's his Bond story, so of course it's his lore, you know. But yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. I will see you sometime. I don't know, if you watch Rain's Embrace bot, then you'll see me there too. But yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your day or night. Thank you for watching. If you have any thoughts about Homecoming Wings, let me know, alright? Because, to be honest, I have many thoughts, but like, my brain is a bit in jumbo right now. It's been many hours. And this guy is sleeping super soundly and loudly too. Okay, let me stop the recording here, and then start with Rain's Embrace.